Hello and welcome to Armed with Controllers. This is Fabs once again playing some Final Fantasy V, and I would like to start this video with an apology. Last time I did promise a famous face from Final Fantasy that I'd be fighting as a boss. Got that mixed up, that's the next video. So instead, just enjoy me in a submarine instead. And I suppose this ominous looking crack in the earth, that is most likely terrifying in some fashion. So, the Great Sea Trench. On my quest to get more legendary weapons, this is where one of the lithographs is held. And, as with all of these dungeons, they're guarded by gargoyles. Very annoying little creatures. Now, you'd think I'd remember how to fight these guys, but no, that's not the case at all. I'm clearly quite dumb. So, the general thing about these guys is, you kill one, and if the other's alive, it'll revive it. So you have to really aim to kill these guys at the same time. And also, they absorb holy. Something I forgot when I re-equipped Faris and Butz with their holy elemental weapons. But anyway, so that's that foolishness. Let's see what I can do against these guys. As you can see, I've just given that first one all the HP it could ever need, thanks universe. So it's up to my Red Mage and Geomancer to have some fun with Wind Slash. So at the moment Faris is fundamentally useless. I mean, I could go and change the weapon, but that'd take forever and something bad would happen. See, there we go. Just one sec. Oh, okay, fine. Don't revive the other then. There we go. See? That's how it should be. So, of course, what's probably going to happen now is that our first one's going to die. Okay, fine. Prove me wrong, game. Keep proving me wrong. Thanks. Blah, blah. So, on the plus side, though, seeing how little damage they're doing, well, at least with physical attacks, there's no chance really that they're going to be able to one-hit kill any of the people I've got out at the moment, especially now I've got Faris guarding, which reduces all physical damage to 0, and one of the inherent knight abilities is cover, so that because Rena there, she's all no life at the moment in critical health, Faris will automatically guard her and therefore prevent her from taking any further damage, which is pretty awesome. Come on. I was hoping that Will-O-the-Wisp there would confuse the gargoyle, thereby stopping it from reviving the other. But no such luck, evidently. So, let's just keep hammering away. Hopefully a bunch of wind slashes will help. Hopefully. Anyway. That's it. Well, Wind Slash, it's a pretty nice move. You can't argue with consistent 1,000 or so damage, particularly at this point in the game. Well, in this particular game, I should say, where my damage is struggling to break the 1,000 barrier at the moment. But anyway. Ah, Will-O-the-Wisp. Now see, that move, it's kind of awesome, but at the same time it's not. And because I'm so sick of this incessant repetition, I'm going to do what I should have done right at the start. And I'm going to equip my Red Mage here with the Power Rod. See what this does, whenever I find it, there we are, the Power Staff. What this does is that when I do a physical attack, it doesn't deal any damage, but it give the target the Berserk status. So what this means is that I can now pick them off my ledger, because that one's too busy too busy attacking to actually revive the other. Of course, you know, that means the other one still can do this. It's not my day today, is it? I'm playing like a fool. And there's nothing I hate more than playing like a fool. But never mind, we should have this sorted shortly. Please. Please. Now yeah, Will-O-the-Wisp. I wish the damage wasn't so variable. Because it has the potential to be really awesome. It has a chance of confusing people, which is awesome. So there we go, that's cover in effect. Of course, happened right before in an interim between me picking guard and guard actually happening. Thanks. But no, it doesn't matter. This thing's going to die. They're all going to die and it's going to be glorious, I tell you. I don't like how long this is taking. This is just the entrance to the dungeon. This is the entrance to the dungeon I've done twice already. Why is it so slow? Probably because I forgot to re-equip these two, that's why. So that's a lesson for next time, kids. Equipment matters. Just like in real life. Oh, so see, 78 damage. Really? Ugh. So I do like some of the geomancy moves. They're flavourful. The idea of, you know, summoning stalactite to fall on someone's head is pretty awesome. And oh look, they both died at the same time, so all that was for nothing. Wow, all of my rage. Anyway, that's them dead. Phew. Now we actually get to see what's inside this damped place. So we open a book. Here we go. Now see, I don't think I'll actually read this book until each of these bits and pieces. So it's pretty difficult to figure out where the heck you're meant to be going. It's quite daft. But never mind. Never mind. So let's go, shall we? Fairly typical cave. Got all the usual, you know, creepy music kind of stuff. Yeah, I decided I would record this one because I don't think I've actually done many proper dungeon crawls in this playthrough. Well, recorded, sorry for you guys. There's been a lot of you know, boss fights and such like, and the latter end of dungeons, but not a proper crawl. So here you go. This is what it's like. It's exactly like every other Final Fantasy in the sense that, you know, you run around, you pull switches, and you fight random monsters, such as these guys. Now, I'm trying to look at them, and I can't tell if what's going on between its legs there is its mouth. It seems to be vomiting all over itself and eating the vomit back up with its second mouth. This game is sick. But never mind, because we've done that now. Yay! Happy music. And we're back. So yes, as you can see, there's lava all over the place. That's always good. Oh, and there's a save point. It knew. Ah. Okay, so you got the switch there to pull, as per most Final Fantasy games. Woohoo! Now, see all this lava here. If you have a job that isn't Geomancer, you're kind of boned. Either that, or you need to set the float status. You see, as well we know, when we were kids, you know, when the floor was made of lava, we walked on it, we suffered, that kind of thing. So yeah, that carries over to this game as well. And they're kind of weird. So I'm including a couple of these random fights, and just so you've got an idea what is going on with them. I haven't included every random fight because they all do look pretty much like this, in the sense that it's win slash, jump and attack. Oh, sorry, Will-O-the-Wisp. Way to prove me wrong, Faris. Thanks. You will notice that I have switched the jobs a little. This is because Faris did master the Knight class, so I figured might as well get Rena to just a bit of variance here, because it's nice. Well, of course, it isn't the brightest move, because Rena does actually have slightly less in the physical stats compared to Faris and Butz. So she might not be as effective a knight as those two, but never mind. Okay, so that's that over. Where was I? Yes, the floor is made of lava. So, in this game, if you want to avoid environmental hazards, there really are two ways to go about this. You have the Geomancer, which has an inherent anti-trap built in, so I can, say, walk over lava, that kind of thing, just spot traps before I fall in them, which is pretty neat, like so. You see, if I was another class, I'd be going each step, which sucks. Okay, so what am I fighting now? Oh my god, what the hell? So that's like a hanging top half of a skeleton and a worm with a man's face that's dribbling green slime. I'm sorry everyone, what the heck's going on? I don't know. Oh god, that's disturbing. Japan, you need help. Why have you given us these things? Yeah, good god, those are some weird monster designs. I don't know, what was Yoshitaka Amano behind this one? If so, I think I prefer his fruity man-women. Because they're... Okay, they're dead now, thank Christ. Ugh. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so as I was saying, yes. The other way to avoid environmental traps is to have all your characters with float status, which is usually given by time mages. Not that I know anything about having a time mage. Thank you very much for job Fiesta. But anyway. Oh boy, a dragon fang. That's also helpful because I really have all these alchemists that can mix it, can't I? I'm quite bitter about my job selections, aren't I? But no, I mean, obviously I can't complain too much as the Geomancer is pulling its weight like you wouldn't believe. I know, I didn't believe it either. But there you go. This dungeon in particular probably would have been a nightmare for my health, if only for these bits here. See, Phoenix down, yeah, I probably would have needed a few more of those after this. Whee. Okay, so where are we going now? Ah, here we are. It's the dwarf village! Woohoo! And, oh my god, it's a dwarf ghost! Now, I don't actually know if this is what we call a good or a bad translation, because in the Japanese, the dwarves, they say rally ho or larry ho or whatever. Unfortunately, English we can't tell. It's interesting seeing dwarves in this because lots of people do forget that Final Fantasy really was, pretty much a fantasy game. Because most people they did start with 7, which was very much steampunk's urban fantasy style. So seeing stuff like elves and dwarves and whatnot, it's a bit jarring in that respect. I suspect that's one reason why 9 was fairly poorly received compared with some of the others, because as a massive love letter to the older Final Fantasies, people are looking at it coming off of 7 and 8, thinking, okay, more science stuff. What's all this dwarf shit doing? Get it out of here. That kind of stuff. But that's just my theory. So that particular dwarf there, is important to talk to him if you don't have the internet, because he reveals the existence of Mirage Town, which is a hidden place of all kinds of awesomeness. And what this means is that it has all kinds of things like the last piano for your bard spells. It has shops that sell particularly awesome things. I know I've just blown all my money on 4 coral rings, so I can take out Shimryu easier, hopefully. Oh god. I have wild dreams. Anyway. So, nearing the end stretch now, which is quite nice. I just need to open up that chest there is very annoying because it's the opening mechanic for that door. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to show you a pretty cool thing I picked up recently. This is the magic lamp. Now as we can see here, I don't have access to any summoners. So what can I do? Magic lamp? Here's Bahamut! Yes! So yeah, the magic lamp, it's a pretty cool item. What it does is it allows you to summon a selection of the summoned creatures in this game for no mana cost, and there's a specific order, so when you first use it you'll be Bahamut and so on. Like next is Leviathan, I believe, and so on until you find yourself on Chocobo, which stays for about 20 times and the lamp's useless. What you can do though is you can take it to a very specific waterfall where you first picked it up. You can recharge it, then you can use back, then the cycle begins again. So it's kind of cool like that. It's not spammable, it's not easily abusable because you've got to have the hassle of going back to the waterfall and whatnot. But at the same time, it's nice that people like me who are suffering without summoners, they do get a chance to see some of the cool guys. So yeah, granted, they didn't do much more damage than Geomancer's Windslash, but that's a story for another time. Okay, so now all we need to do, open up the chest in front of me, deal with all the switches below. But first, what's in this chest? Kaiser Knuckles, because if I was a monk, that'd be helpful. I'm really bitter about my choices, aren't I? Never mind. So yeah, this is just a case of now, I need to open all the switches. I've edited all that out because, well, no one wants to see me run around in circles like that. Okay, so that chest is the switch. And we come to our boss. Here's a lithograph. Wee! Wee! I have no idea what that's meant to be. The Japanese have this thing about weird vocal tics that when we try to translate them, we don't understand. No one can understand, not even the Japanese, I expect. Okay, so it's a trio of monsters. A tripartite boss, if you will. This is gonna suck. Okay, so there's 3 of them. I expect they've got all kinds of nasty weaknesses and strengths and whatnot. It's not too damaging. Oh well, let's summon our first summon then, shall we? See what we can get. Vengeance sword? Ah, it's Odin. Yes, I'm sorry, that was horribly cheap of me, I admit. But if you've got a weakness, you abuse it. They're all weak to instant death, so there we go. I got to show off the magic lamp, and I got to show you how to kill this ridiculous boss without any trouble whatsoever. Get in. Okay, so we picked up a lithograph. Everything's cool. And we got Meteo, so all my time mages will be awesome now. Never mind. Okay, so this has been Fabs Armed with Controllers. Ending it now. See you next time for more fun. Game hard.